3, 2, 1. Hello, this is my submission for Clock Tower 3 for AGDQ 2018. I'm going to start the speedrun right now. So Clock Tower 3 is a survival horror game published by Capcom, and it was developed by Sunsoft, I think. So we're going to be skipping the opening cutscene here, which shows Alyssa going into hiding into her family's little mansion. So we're going to go explore the mansion. The mansion's the tutorial of the game. We'll get used to some of the mechanics of the game's present in the game, excuse me. This is one of the mechanics right here. First we have sealed door. Alyssa's going to try and touch the sealed door and she's going to get shocked. And then the game's going to introduce you to the panic meter, which you can see in the top left corner. Anything that spooks Alyssa will raise the panic meter, and once it's fully raised, she'll go into panic mode where you can still control her, but her actions are kind of all over the place, and she has a chance of dying. So another mechanic of the game is crawling. We gotta crawl under the fireplace that was once lit and now is unlit. We're gonna see some kind of shrine here. And we're going to pick up our sacred bottle, which will hold holy water, and will later transform into a special weapon for boss fights. Nancy is Alyssa's mom, if I recall. I can't remember what that letter talks about. I think it just explains the history of the family and whatnot. So now that we have some holy water in our sacred bottle, we can break the seal. As soon as the seal breaks, I'm spamming the X button. The door doesn't open right away. You have some slight delay, because I guess the game's loading it in. I'm not sure. So we're going to Alyssa's mother's room here. We're going to look at a picture of Alyssa, her mom, and her grandfather. And now we're going to be teleported to Germany during World War II. It's going to be in some kind of weird hallway. It's supposed to be the transition. So here we are. We're in Germany now during World War II, during some bombings. So now the game's going to introduce another mechanic, and that's basically saving ghost spirits that have died, people that have died during these time periods. You have to get a specific item, bring it back to their corpse, and then they'll move on. And they'll most likely leave an item behind for you. So there's no way to skip this tutorial. The game forces you to do it. You can try and run past it, but the game will turn you back. So it's called spiritual healing. So I just gotta go run over here. This ghost is looking for an engagement ring that it had. Or this person, I should say. So the ghost will move on now. We brought the engagement ring back, and we're going to get our first item here, which is the sigil stone. Sigil stone is our lifeline, our safety net of the game, where it will prevent Alyssa from dying. And a refill, you can refill as much as you want at certain locations for the holy water. So there's somebody playing the piano in the background. The game's going to instruct us to go over there to the concert hall. So now we got to break another seal here. Skip another cutscene of the seal breaking. And we're going to go run down some steps now. Enjoying the piano music that's playing in the background. So before we go to the concert hall, we have to get a key item to be invited inside the concert hall. We have to get an invitation. There's a ghost here, by the way. I actually dodged the ghost. I'm surprised by that. And still ran into the lamppost. So we got to go to the Tailor shop first and get this invitation before we can go inside the concert hall. And what a surprise! There's another seal here. So you can see right now, I'm spamming the X button. Seal's broken, still can't get in. I'm pretty sure it's the game loading in the area though, so that's why it takes a little while. So I'm going for safety strats here. I'm going to pick up some lavender water. Lavender water will lower her panic meter, Alyssa's panic meter. It's a good way to combat it. her panic meter will eventually go down if she's out of danger, so there's that too. But the rate that the lavender water brings down the panic meter is way quicker than just being in a safe location. So we gotta go over here and pick up a key, which will open up a drawer. That's one of the main characters of this level, I guess you could say. There are two main characters, three if you consider the bad guy, besides Alyssa. So now we gotta go make our way towards a red drawer, which we will open up, in which it will contain a key for that room we just passed by there with that big blood splurt on the wall. Alright, so I'm gonna skip some cutscenes here. Gonna learn more about the main characters of this game, about how a young girl was brutally murdered by, I guess, a serial killer with a sledgehammer. Now we're going to encounter the first subordinate, as they're called in this game. The game's telling you that there's certain points you can avoid the subordinate chasing after you. You can either hide, or it will be like a little cutscene that will knock them out. So I want to avoid getting hit by a sledgehammer there, which is good. So you can see the panic meter rose there. So we're going to take the key that we just got there, go into this room. We're safe in this room. He won't enter this room. Alright, so here's the invitation we need to get to the concert hall. And now we're going to use the only evade point of this game. Evade points are green. You'll see like a green circle. You just have to bring Alyssa to them. Just spam X. What happens in that cutscene is basically Alyssa runs at the sledgehammer guy. He's called Sledgehammer. With a chair. The chair breaks, so she ends up spearing him against the wall. It's pretty funny. A 14-year-old girl spears like a 280-pound man and knocks him out. Alright, so we're done with the Tailor shop. Now we're gonna go ahead to the concert hall. Sledgehammer's gonna wake up from his little nap. He's gonna chase after us, but he's pretty bad with pathfinding in this area, so we'll be able to outrun him. There's a chance that we'll actually lose him, but no. You can tell by what he says if we lose him. So I'm gonna go run over here and pick up some more holy water. So we're gonna need it later. As soon as I hit this gate area, he's gonna teleport away. So we're good. Now that we have that invitation, we can get inside the concert hall also. That was a nice time save. So now the game wants you to go towards the piano sound. So there's only one door that's opened over here. There's a save point. We're not going to use save points because we're speedrunning. So all we have to do is head towards the stage. And then you see the piano player getting attacked by Sledgehammer. So Sledgehammer is going to appear here. He has two things he can do. He can hesitate there, or he can swing at us. He hesitated there, so that means Alyssa's panic meter didn't rise up, which is good. Because as soon as we hit this switch here, a body's going to fall from up above, and it's going to spook Alyssa a little bit, so you're going to see her panic meter rise just a tiny bit. So we got to move the stage back up for later, or else we won't be able to cross. So now we're going to look at this dead body. This dead body is going to be holding a note, which contains a combination to some locker. So now we got to go head to that locker to go get something. Sledgehammer can be in like five different places here. I think he's all the way towards the right. He doesn't even know where we are. Okay, he spotted us. So he's gonna be coming through that door here soon. He's really far behind. So he doesn't know where we are again. So here are the lockers. We want to enter 103. It's always 103. It won't change. We're gonna get the master key. Yeah. Which will unlock a door for us. It'll only unlock one door for us. Despite it being called the master key, it's not like a skeleton key, and will open up all the doors. So I went there, picked up some more lavender water. Those are just safety strats. And as soon as we enter in here, we're going to lose him. So Alyssa's panic meter is really low or non-existent, which is good here. So we're going to get our first jump scare of the game here. You can avoid... Usually Alyssa will, if you just run straight here, she'll tumble down with the shockwave. But if you hug the wall there, you can avoid it. Alright, that's bad. Just not full panic yet, which is alright. I can work with this. So now I need to break the seal, and if you remember, it takes like 6 seconds for the door to open. So what we do is we run over to the locker, wait for the seal to break, then run over here. That'll give time for the door to unlock while freezing a Sledgehammer in place, so he can't attack us. It's a cool little strat to deal with that section. Alright, so we're running all the way over here because we need to pick up another key item. We have to go pick up some matches. So we gotta light a lantern to see a walkway we have to cross here soon. So I'm gonna pick up the matches here. Alyssa can look at the dresses first. Alright, so Sledgehammer is going to make his appearance here. As soon as this cutscene's done, I want to spam the button to throw holy water, knock him out, and then I should be able to crawl through here. There we go. I'm going to go over to the right over here. I'm going to pick up a key item, which will come in handy later. It's an invisibility band. It will basically turn Alyssa invisible for like 20 seconds. Good way to escape the subordinates from chasing after you.
Alyssa, where are you?
If you need to lose their aggro, you can. Alright, so there's like a good chance that Alyssa might go into panic mode coming up here.
Alyssa, where are you?
Sledgehammer will despawn as soon as we go through these doors. There we go. So now I need to pass through this doorway without getting hit. It's really difficult to do. Most likely she'll get hit. If she gets hit, she's going to go into panic mode.
Alyssa.
Well, okay, I avoided it. Nice. So I didn't get hit there. That's good. Oh, God. Alright, we're fine. So I want him to stumble here as soon as I turn the corner. Oh, okay, this is bad. Alright, she's gonna go into panic mode, so I'm gonna get ready for it. There we go. So panic mode, she moves really fast, but she has a chance. She'll freeze up eventually. Once she freezes up, she's vulnerable to get hit, and if she gets hit while she's in panic mode, she'll die. But we do have that sigil stone, which will protect us from one hit. So that went pretty well, but my movement was really trashy there. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, so now we gotta cross this high beam. Alyssa will stumble. I gotta let go of the control stick or else she's gonna fall over and die. It's completely random. Usually she stumbles 4 times. I've had her stumble 5 and 3 times before. It's completely random what I get. But 4 is the norm. Usually 2 going towards the pliers and 2 leaving this area. So those pliers we're going to use to open up a door. It sounds weird, but you'll see here soon what we do with the pliers. Now I got to cross back. Alright, so there's 3. So she should probably have 1 more stumble here. Wow, I actually got 3. Okay, that's really good. Alright, so there's a new mechanic that's introduced in this game. They're called moths. They'll basically stop Alyssa in her tracks. I'm gonna try to avoid them. You'll see them fly at us later. So I hit Sledgehammer there with holy water just to be safe, and just gotta go run down the stairs. I'm so far ahead that he won't catch up. I might actually lose him also. Let's see.
Alyssa, where are you?
Yeah, he doesn't know where we are.
You're mine now.
He just saw us, but we're gonna lose him here. Alright, so you're gonna see moths flying at us here. If they get hold of Alyssa, they'll freeze her. They shouldn't get a hold of us, though, if I'm quick enough. Alright, so we're completely done here in the concert hall. Just got to unlock the door and leave. Alright, 5 seconds loss isn't too bad. I would have probably broke even there if I didn't go into panic mode. So now we have to go run back to the Tailor shop. You're gonna see the pathfinding of Sledgehammer is not the greatest. Shouldn't catch up with us. I should lose him around the fountain here. I can cut corners pretty well, but he can't, as you can tell. We're gonna have some moths flying at us, but I should be able to reach the door without getting distracted by them. So... for some reason this door doesn't load in right away. I gotta wait. So now we're gonna use those pliers that we got to unlock this door that's covered in barbed wire. As soon as we enter this door, we're gonna lose Sledgehammer. Alright, so I'm gonna take a listen to the corner here, and we're gonna pick up a special weapon called repellent arrows. They'll just do a lot of damage to enemies during boss fights. So we've got to go to this wooden box, and then you see more of the story of the two main characters of this game. Basically, the little girl's father went to World War II and ends up dying, but he left this pocket watch for her. Oh no, she gave him that pocket watch, so now we got to go return it to her so she can move on. That's talking about the Sledgehammer being killed for his crimes. So we're completely done now. Sledgehammer won't appear until the boss fight section, so we just have to run back to the concert hall now. You don't have to stop by and pick up any holy water, there's no point. You don't use holy water during the boss fights, so... I think that's a sigil stone down there, but it's so far out of the way it's not worth picking up. I think you can only carry one at a time also. Oh! The camera angle threw me off there. Oops. So this game has tank controls. Fixed camera angle tank controls, so... you'll get used to them eventually though if you play the game a lot. Or if you're an expert on survival horror games with tank control. So this is an introduction telling you how to fight the boss. You hold down the triangle button to charge up your arrows and you want to hit them. If you hit most bosses with a fully charged arrow, they'll be chained. Once you chain them enough times, you can do a special attack on them. Alright. So I'm going to run towards Sledgehammer here, and he's going to swing at me. I want him to laugh at me. And then hopefully I can hit him with a level 5 attack here. I hit him with a 4 there. This is it. Alright, so he's chained now. He's gonna go into panic mode and I can just chain him up. That was an okay fight. While he's chained up, he can still do a special attack if he wants to. But Sledgehammer mostly goes into panic when you start chaining him. Later bosses are a lot smarter though. And will try and combat your chains. So here's Alyssa's special attack that should finish him off. This was a good fight. I mean, it wasn't the best fight I could have. But getting that 5 off, that 5 charge shot, or chain shot, pretty quick there. So I might be losing time here, but it shouldn't be too much. That was a pretty good fight. Take it. Things could have gotten a lot worse there. Alright, so we're not done just yet. You gotta remember after every level you have to help out the main characters of the level. So We gotta go back to the concert hall and we gotta go return the pocket watch to the girl who's playing the piano. And then you'll see, well, you won't see, but during the cutscene, the little girl and her father move on. And then you're done with the level. Alyssa's family is tasked for doing this. It's in their bloodline. Oops, I don't know why I wanted to split there. So she's part of the Rooter bloodline, where this is what they do. They're entities that take over certain ghosts, I guess, and they become subordinates, and they're tasked with defeating these subordinates while helping out some spirits. It's a weird bloodline, but I guess you're cursed with it. Alyssa's mother tried to protect her from this, but it all comes full circle anyway. So now we gotta go pick up some winding keys, which are hidden near this picture of Alyssa's grandfather. Now we gotta go back to Alyssa's mother's room, where we're gonna use those winding keys, which will help unlock the second area that we need to head to. So we're gonna open up the door and run back to Nancy's room. There's a seal over here you can break, but I think it's pointless. Whatever's in there. I think there's a ghost that's in there. Oops, almost went the wrong way. So that picture is going to fall, and then it will show you a certain time. So we have to wind this clock up to 3 o'clock. If you wind it towards the left, I think it goes like 40 minutes, and if you wind it towards the right, it goes like 20 minutes backwards and forwards. So the way you solve this is just left, right, right. So there you go. Simple puzzle. Nothing changes. There's no RNG involved. So there's going to be a hidden door that opens up here. You gotta go through. This is the introduction to portals. We just gotta hit them twice with holy water, and then they'll open up and travel through. So this is the second area. Oh, nice gold split. I don't remember where this takes place and what time period it takes place. Well, I say it takes place in the 40s, but I could be wrong. So we gotta go to this abandoned house where a lot of poor people live. You're gonna see a bunch of ghosts here that we can solve if we want to, but it's not required. That one requires a locket, and another one requires a teddy bear. These were all killed by the subordinate of this level. His name's Corroder. We won't be seeing Corroder for a while. Alright. So we're going to be skipping a bunch of cutscenes here that show the main characters of this level and some other characters also. A lot of cutscene skipping here. So as soon as this cutscene, those cutscenes are done, we have to run down here, and we get another cutscene. So now we're going to be chased by a ghost. We want to go all the way up to the main floor, and then we want to uncover a hidden passageway. So that flower that's over there, we want to line Alyssa up, run towards it. Yes, now we want to face north towards the picture. Now we'll move the bed and we'll show a hidden ladder. So we want to go down the ladder, and we're going to grab a kitchen key here, but hopefully avoiding a ghost. This ghost placement is completely random each time. Alright, that's good. Alyssa has the ability to unlock doors not being near them. As you see there, she was nowhere near that door, but she unlocked it. So we can avoid the ghost that's chasing after us. So the kitchen's over here. It's the one with the mat on it. As soon as we enter here, we're going to see a corpse. we're forced to solve this in order to continue the level. It's a news reporter who died. We got to get some film. So as you can see, there's a camera there, an old-fashioned camera. So we got to go get some film to solve that person's issues, I guess. So as we run back here, Alyssa's gonna stop by the fountain, and it's a cutscene. She stops by the fountain, so she's gonna refill the holy water during the cutscene, and then she's gonna see a glimpse of her mother. She's gonna try and chase after her mother here. A long wait here. Alright, so we gotta pick up this key. This will unlock our grandfather's desk, which I think Alyssa reads up more about her family's bloodlines, if I remember. There's a book in the drawer. Oh, I forgot to split. I always forget to split here sometimes. Alright, so we gotta go back to our grandfather's room. As we go there, we can enjoy this nice song. Totally fits the atmosphere. The mansion might seem like a big place, but you'll get used to it eventually. So we're back in our grandfather's room, and now we have to go... Wow, great camera. We gotta go to the drawer and unlock it. So Alyssa just learns more about entities, if you care to read up on that. And then we get a strange mask. And why don't you know, if you look on the wall over here, it's like something could be hung here. So the mask fits perfectly. Somehow that unlocks the hidden door for grandfather's studies. I'm trying to look inside this box. Okay, there's the film that we need. So, oh, she's gonna get some information, I think, about her family here. I think it's her grandfather's diary or journal. Alright, so we're done here. We're gonna go run back to our mother's room and go back towards that time period. Return the film. As you can see there, you can kind of cut the corner and Alyssa will teleport towards the door. Alright, we're good. Let's remember to split this time. Alright, somehow I lost 2 seconds. Might have lost 2 seconds in the house, I don't know. Alright, so now that we unlock the kitchen door, we can just cut through here instead of going through the house. Gotta run a little close to the camera before I can use the film. Right. Should be good. So we use the film, the ghost is gonna move on here, as you see. Or not. I guess I skipped the cutscene. And then the film gets developed. So we're gonna see the subordinate of this level, Corroder. He's dumping one of his victims in the trash there. And then we get another picture of a picture frame that's kind of off a little, and there's a hidden switch there. So that second picture there is really important and allows us to progress the game. Because I guess if you went over here with Alyssa before, she would not move the picture frame. So now we're finally going to meet the subordinate at this level, Corroder. Corroder kills his victims with sulfuric acid. So he has some kind of sulfuric acid spray. He's gonna burst in on Alyssa here. As soon as the cutscene's over, I want to spam the holy water button and try and knock him out. So pick up another invisibility band, which we will be using later. Run through the door as he catches on fire. And we're going to pick up a toolbox key to progress the level. A toolbox key that has the word tool on it. Alright, so he's going to chase after us, but we're going to lose him. Alright, so there's going to be another jump scare here, but you can prevent it by hitting him. Let's see if I can get the snipe. Yep. Alyssa still gets startled no matter what, but that's not a big deal. So now I want to go towards the right here where the toolbox is located. I'm going to pick up a wrench, which we will use in a few minutes. Power down a fan. Alright, so Corroder's a gentleman. He's going to open up the door for us. And we're just going to run out. If you stand near that door when he opens it, Alyssa will get knocked back. So you kind of want to stay off to the side. Alright, so coming up here is a really difficult area to stun him. I'm going to try and stun him with some holy water. Let's see how this goes.
There she is.
Actually got him. That's really difficult to pull off. No joke. So that helps me run down here. Gives me some distance from him. That's the main item of the level. If you remember the last level, it was a pocket watch. Well, that shawl is the main item of this level. So we're going to use the wrench here to power down this fan, which Alyssa can crawl through now. So Corroder's going to do his little instant teleportation technique, and he's going to appear in front of us here now. So I want to snipe him here. And avoid the moths. Sniping him there with holy water is not as difficult as the previous section. There's a ghost here that can grab Alyssa. There it is. That's fine. As soon as we hit this camera change, he's going to despawn. And we're safe for now. That's unfortunate that ghost was there to snipe us. There's nothing we could do to it. Well, I could have sprayed holy water on the ghost. Probably would have been the smart thing. I just couldn't see where it was. So now Alyssa's got to cross some planks of woods. If you cross the wrong planks, she'll go into the water and you have to do this section over again. So never cross the middle ones. You always want to cross the ones that are at the edges, I guess. At the ends. If you're too slow here, you hesitate, Alyssa's going to go into the water. So make sure you have a good angle and just hold straight. So now that we have the shawl, we're really close to the end. Corroder's going to appear and scare Alyssa. We just got to escape from him and run back to that main area. And then we're going to be fighting him. Okay. Alyssa might go into panic mode here, which is completely fine. Because as soon as I go through this door, it's going to be the boss fight. Alright, she's going to panic mode. Alright. So now we're going to fight Corroder. Corroder is no joke. He's the second toughest fight of the game, in my opinion. He has range attacks. It's crazy what he has. He can dodge our arrows. Let's see how this goes. At the start, I want to push him back. And then I want to get him... Wow, that's a good split. I want him to start taunting me so I can get a level 6 shot in and chain him. So we'll see how this goes. I want to hit him about 3 times here. And then hopefully he'll taunt. There we go. There's the taunt, so I should be able to get a 6 on him here.
There she is.
Might exchange here? No. Okay. So that was a really good start. This special attack's not going to be enough to finish him off, though. So I'm going to have to still fight him after this. I would have preferred to do a little bit more damage to him, but getting off the special attack's nice. So you're going to see he's not going to be finished just yet.
Prepare to die!
I don't think this is going to hit him. Alright, I chained him up, which is good.
There she is! Prepare to die!
So he's trying to dodge my attacks there. Alright, he's dead. That was a really good fight. I'll take it. So as you saw there at the end, Corroder can sidestep, and Alyssa can only fire in one direction. You can't change the direction she fires in, so you have to realign yourself. And then he might move again when you realign, so... That was a really good fight. So now we gotta go run back to a locked door. If you remember, I passed by a door and it was shaking. That's the ending area of this level. It will now be unlocked, and we can go return the shawl to the mother and her son, and then they can move on. So yeah, she's gonna wrap the shawl around her. Alright. So now Alyssa returns back to the mansion where she meets a mysterious man who throws her into some kind of underworld area. So we gotta go crawl through here. We're gonna be in some kind of tower, some sewer tower. I don't know the exact name of this location. But we're going to meet our next subordinate here really quickly. It's not like Corroder, which took like half of the level just to meet him. Just gotta climb up, and we gotta go to a worker's area and get a key. And as soon as we pick up that key, we're gonna meet the next subordinate. His name's Chopper. He's super fast. Kind of looks like a skinny version of Kratos from God of War. And he's really sarcastic. And has an attitude problem. So we're gonna run by him at the start here. He's gonna attack, but completely miss us. So we're gonna go unlock this door with the worker key.
Oh, nice trick.
There's his sarcasm. So I want to go hit up an elevator right away. And go to B1, then B2, and then B3. B1, we're gonna go pick up some gloves, which we're gonna use to solve a puzzle. If we don't have gloves, then she'll get electrocuted. While picking up these items, we have to deal with Chopper chasing after us, though. So first I want to go over here towards the right and pick up the third and last invisibility band we're going to be picking up. So as soon as I go down these steps, he's going to appear. I want Chopper to not attack me here. Usually he doesn't. Alright. He's probably going to set up for an attack here. I need to avoid his attack. I try to avoid using holy water during this area. Alright, that's fine. He did his little AoE attack there, which helped me out. Alright, so as soon as we hit the elevator, he won't follow us. Now we need to go to B2. B2, we're going to go pick up a crowbar, which will unlock an area where we need to go pick up a card key. Unlike the B1 level, Chopper, I want to call him Corroder because they both start with C. Chopper won't appear until we get close to this box that contains the crowbar. So now I want to turn around and hit him with some holy water. Hopefully he doesn't attack me right away. Chopper gave us time there to attack him. The Chopper's being really nice here. So now we need to go down to B3. Now, if you remember those gloves we picked up in B1, we're going to use it to solve a puzzle which will power on a key system, a key reader system. So, Chopper has 2 places he can spawn here. I think he spawned in the distance, I'm not sure. So he might have a long run. So we're going to use the rubber gloves. It's left, right, middle. Left, right, middle. Simple puzzle. So that's going to power on the electricity, which we have to go turn on. I'm not sure where he's at. Oh, yeah, he's all the way in the distance. This is going to be a really bad camera angle. I hit him. So now that crowbar we picked up at B2, I'm going to go use it to open up a new area. Like I said earlier, we're going to use to get a card key. This is going to climb down the ladder here. You're going to see a dead body here, and he's missing an item. I'm going to go grab that item that's conveniently right over here. Needs his glasses, or spectacles as they're called. Got to go use it on his body. The ghost will move on, then his body will fall down, and it will reveal that underneath him there was a card key. I assume that's the worker, if I remember correctly, of this area. Alright, so as soon as we climb up, Chopper's going to be throwing one of his axes at us. I don't want to get hit by it. Yeah, we're good. It spooks Alyssa a lot, though. As you can see, her panic meter rose up. We have the distance between Chopper that he won't catch up with us before we reach the elevator. So now we gotta go back to B1. That's where the power switch is to turn on the electricity so that the card reader will work. So Chopper has 2 places he can spawn here in B1. He can spawn either behind us or in front of us. It doesn't matter which one I get, to be honest with you.
You can't get away!
I think he's behind us. I'm not sure. No. Never mind. It's really hard to tell with the sound cues. So here's the switch. Power it on, and then that card reader, which is on this floor, will turn on. So all I do is deal with Chopper now. So I have 1 charge left of my holy water, just in case if he decides to catch up. He can run really fast and catch up with us. Yeah, he's doing it. So I'm going to have to hit him here. We're good. Now we're going to unlock this door with the card key that we got. And we're done. As soon as we go through this door, he'll despawn. I'm going to pick up more repellent arrows later on. We'll be using these. Got to refill the holy water because holy water does not get refilled after the boss fight. Spoilers. So now we're back to the Hamilton mansion. You can hear a baby crying. This is the past version of the mansion. And you see a cutscene of Alyssa and her mother, like baby Alyssa and her mother. And I think her father too. So now we gotta go fight Chopper. Chopper is pretty straightforward. He can charge us if he wants to at the start here, which I don't want him to do. All I have to do is get like 5 level 6 shots in on him. So I want him to walk slowly towards me here. So Chopper decided to troll me.
You can't get away!
think all I need is one more. There we go. Seeing a choppers fight. And my split didn't work. Wonderful. I'll just skip. So we find out that Alyssa's not strong enough to defeat Chopper, and so she's sent to this graveyard area where all her family members who failed to destroy these subordinates are all here. They're all dead here. So basically, this is her family's loser graveyard area. So the reason that we're here is we're going to get a power-up which will help Alyssa be a little bit stronger during the boss fights, and we'll actually be able to destroy Chopper. So now we have to do a really, really long and boring puzzle while getting attacked by our failed ancestors. We're only allowed to carry one symbol at a time here, so that's important. So I'm gonna go run down here to the red chambers. Hopefully the ghost isn't out. Alright, we're good. I think I don't need to hit the ghost with holy water. I think I can outrun the ghost here. So we're gonna pick up the yellow rooter stone first. There's nothing that we can do with this the way the puzzle's set up, so we have to go run over here. Remember, we can only carry one stone at a time, or tablet, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to set it here on this pedestal, and then work on the others. Got to refill the holy water, because I have to deal with our multicolored ancestors attacking us for some reason. Just one. So I'm going to pick up this arrow right away. Usually I pick up the arrows on the way back, but I don't like the positioning of that ghost, So this is going to go into the red chambers. So as soon as we're done here, we're going to go back to the red chambers. As soon as we put the right colored tablets in the right colored areas, the ghosts will move on. So I'm going to stun that ghost again. So now I should be fine here. I should be able to run towards the tomb without being grabbed. Yeah. There we go. And then we insert the red stone tablet, whatever you want to call it. And you'll see the ghost moves on. There we go. So that's one ghost lifted. As soon as we lift all three ghosts, we get a plate, which we'll use to unlock our weapon upgrade. So this is the yellow area. Wow, where's the ghost at? Oh, there it is. Alright, I don't like that camera angle. I've got kind of a blind camera angle here, so I gotta be careful. So that's gonna go into the blue tomb area. Alright. I'm good. Pick up this arrow. And we're gonna go ahead to the blue area. I might be able to put the stone in. Yeah, I'll be good. So now the blue ghost is freed, and all we have left is the yellow ghost. So you gotta remember the yellow tablet's all the way up here, so we gotta go grab it. I'm not going to refill on holy water, because all I need is one charge to stun the ghost as I head towards the tomb. Unless I miss, and then I'm kind of screwed. But I shouldn't miss. There we go. And now I'm free just to run down here and insert the tablet. There we go. So you're gonna get another cutscene here of the wall, or the portal being lifted, or moved. Now we gotta go head back. I just realized I probably should have refilled on holy water, because I gotta open up the portal. So I gotta go refill my holy water. I'll grab the plate first. I go refill on the holy water, open up the portal, and then refill the holy water again. Alright. So we need to refill the holy water there because we need all the charges that it gives us. So if you remember throughout the game so far, we've been picking up invisibility bands. We're going to deal with Chopper. Chopper's back in the graveyard, by the way. We're going to deal with Chopper using the invisibility bands because, as I said, all 5 charges of holy water are going to be used in crucial areas to progress the game. So we're going to use 4 of the charges to open up a portal. I could run back. There's an area back there where there's holy water I can refill, but it's time consuming, so Chopper's known to chase me back here a lot, so I like to open up the portal ahead of time so I don't have to deal with him or deal with the portal, opening the portal while he's right on me. So now we're gonna get a cutscene of Alyssa's mother death or something here, and Chopper's the one that killed her. So Chopper's gonna be chasing after us along with some moths. Alright, that attack's good. The moths are gonna catch up with us. Oh wow, I avoided the moths. Okay, that's really good. The moths are known to freeze up there, freeze me up. Alright, so I can't use any holy water on Chopper here. That's fine.
Catch!
Alright, him doing that attack's really good. It gives us distance between each other. So as soon as I have to hit these lions in numerical order, 1, 2, and 3, depending on how many eyes they have. So as soon as I hit the second one, I use our first invisibility band to lose Chopper here.
Oh, nice trick.
So I'm gonna make my way towards the third one, the 3-eyed lion statue thing over here. I should lose Chopper completely. Like, he shouldn't even be in the vicinity of this area. And now the last holy water charge I gotta use here on this pedestal to unveil the second plate that we need. Alright, I think Chopper's near the steps, as I heard there. So I'm going to want to use the invisibility band here right away.
Oh, nice trick.
If he follows me, that's going to be kind of bad, which he is, so he's probably going to see me. I do have that portal open, which is fine. He's probably going to catch up with me. I might have to deal with him attacking me. I don't know, we'll see. If I can cut these corners pretty well, I'll be good. Yeah, I'm good. Alright. That was really good. I've had that whole area go really badly for me before, so... So now that we have these 2 plates, they're going to be little gravestones that we can insert them into. Here. Here's one of them. Now, before I insert the second one, I need to go refill my holy water. Alright. And now I can go insert the second plate. So now a giant golden symbol is going to appear, and we have to touch it, and we'll be teleported to a special tomb area of Alyssa's family bloodline. And in this area there's going to be a special item we pick up which will allow Alyssa to do more damage during boss fights. It's kind of cool seeing the main character get stronger throughout the game, get upgrades and whatnot. I'm gonna ignore that red arrow. The red arrows are special arrows that will chain an enemy to the wall as soon as you fire it, so you don't have to do a charge attack to chain the enemies. The green ones do a lot of damage. So here it is. We're gonna pick up the Rooter arrow, I think it's called. The old Rooter arrow. The golden arrow. That's our damage boost. I'm gonna pick up the binding arrow now. And before we leave, the developers thought it would be funny to insert a panic situation here for the player. So this is going to give way and we have to run. And the developers decided to give the player like a drunken camera in the process to make this section difficult. It's not really that difficult. It's pretty easy to maneuver around. Alright, so we're done here. So we're completely done with this section, and now we're going to be fighting Chopper. The second time we're going to be fighting Chopper. So I want to hit Chopper with a green arrow here, so I do enough damage, he'll run away at the start. And then I just want to do 6 charges, you know, level 6 charges on him. Oops. I hope if I skip the cutscene. Wow, that's a gold split. Alright, so I gotta wait for him to run up on me, and then hopefully fire this. So now he's gonna throw his axe. We can hit it back at him, and then he's vulnerable for a full attack. Alright, so now he's going to use a special, which we can hit back at him.
Take this.
That should be it. So now that we have our upgraded damage, we should be able to kill him. That was a really good fight. This might be a gold split, I'm not sure. Excuse me. That should finish him off. Yeah, that was a gold split. That was a really good section. Usually this entire section goes pretty poorly for me. So now we got another clover. This clover is like a special item, bloodline item that we'll use for the final boss later. So each time we defeat a subordinate, we get 1 clover. So now Alyssa and Dennis here get teleported to this area where Dennis sees that his sister is in some kind of hospital, but it's not really a sister, it's one of the subordinates disguised as her. The subordinates that are coming up here are kind of clowns, and they have magic abilities. So Dennis, our red-headed ginger friend, gets kidnapped, and we have to go rescue him. Before we do that, though, we need to go grab a key. So the whole point of the hospital level is that there's a door that's locked. We need to gather 3 keys for it to unlock it, and then we can go through. Pretty simple. Whoa, that camera got me. So we already have 1 out of the 3 keys. The next one's locked behind some kind of weird magic puzzle. This whole section is like Alice in Wonderland, or Alice Through the Looking Glass, where there's a mirror world that we can go through. So in order to get one of the last 2 keys, we have to go through the mirror world. But before we can travel through the mirror, we need to get the Looking Glass key. It's again developers referencing Alice Through the Looking Glass. So as soon as I approach this giant mirror, the subordinates of this level, which are brother and sister, will appear. In this area, Scissorman is present. In the Mirror World, Scissor Woman is present. So, as soon as I get the chance, I turn Alyssa around and go towards the looking glass. So, Scissor Woman can be on the left or the right side here. Just gotta avoid her. Alright, good. Alyssa did not react to that. This is Scissor Woman. Scissor Woman's pretty tame. I might have to hit her. Alright, so we lost her right now. I'm probably gonna hit her with some holy water as soon as I leave through here. Just to be safe. So we got 2 out of the 3 keys, and now we need to go get the last one. Sort of, the last one. I lied. I said the last 2 were over here in this area. That's a lie. Only one of them is. So the last key is in the real world, but it's locked by some magic barrier we can't see. Well, because the magic barrier is over here in the mirror world. So if we break the magic barrier here, it will be open in the other world. So I have to deal with Scissor Woman. Hopefully she doesn't see me.
There you are!
Alright, this is bad. Alright, that was alright. She's doing her charge attack, which is good. Alyssa really didn't get a lot of panic out of that, so take it. I need at least 2 charges at the end here to open up a portal. So. Alright, that's good. Scissor Man's on the left side there, so I don't have to deal with him blocking my way here. So now I need to crawl back over here and pick up the key. That's now unlocked by breaking that barrier. There's the last key. So now we're free to leave the hospital. I just have to deal with Scissor Man. I have 1 charge I can use on him. Let's see how this goes. He might see me here. I'm hoping he turns around. He does. He's gonna see me right away though. Decided to play it safe there and stun him. I probably could have avoided him. Alright, so now we're gonna use the 3 keys. And this door will unlock. So as soon as we enter this door, throw water to open up the portal, go to the corner here, refill our holy water, and we're off to the castle area. The castle / clock tower area. It's a good section. So we're going to see the mysterious man who's been harassing Alyssa throughout the entire game here go towards this tower, the castle area. So we're going to head in that direction now. Long cutscene skip here. Okay. On the left there's some not holy water, there's lavender water, which I won't pick up. And there's holy water you can refill there. So Scissor Man decides to make his appearance again. I like to stun him. Run towards the door here. The door is going to be sealed off, so we got to break the seal. And then I like to stun him again. And that gives us enough time to go over here and open up the doors. So I'm going to run in the corner over here and pick up another repellent arrow. Now I gotta go pick up a document which will help me solve a puzzle later. As soon as I hit this corner here, Scissor Man's gonna be here. Usually I like to use my last invisibility band here, but I'm not going to. Instead I'm just gonna deal with Scissor Man. I'm probably gonna stun him once. With some holy water. Okay, or he can just hit me somehow. Come on, Alyssa! I was nowhere near him there. I'm not sure how he got that attack off. Guess it's clown magic. Alright. I like to use the invisibility band to deal with Scissor Woman. Because there's a certain section of this game where Alyssa, the way I play, Alyssa just goes into panic mode all the time. Now we gotta do a lot of running and crawling to reach a certain area. So this gargoyle's gonna be in the way, so you have to crouch Alyssa here so she can pass by it. That ghost in the background won't attack us as long as we're crawling against the edge here. Alyssa has some really good core strength to be doing this, by the way. Core strength and balance. I guess she does a lot of yoga or something. So hopefully the tomato ghost here, as I like to call it, does not attack us, and it's going to attack us. Alright, we're safe now. We get invincibility frames once we hit this area. So you can see there's some, if we go towards that door, it's locked, so we have to go through the side here, through these bars. So I want to go hit this fireplace right away. Alyssa will say, oh, there's something in the back there. So we got to use this ash here to turn off the fire, and then we're going to grab that little symbol thing that's back there.
There you are!
Looks Scissor Woman's just taunting us right now.
Yeah!
Wow. Alyssa's panic meter just rose up a lot.
Slice and dice!
It's fine. So I gotta move this candlestick to its original place. That will reveal the placements for the symbols that we're gathering, as you'll see here. So now I can place the symbol here. Oh, this is not good. The Scissor Woman's really close to me. I don't want to use my holy water. Okay. She didn't attack there. On there. So as soon as we hit around this corner, there's going to be a jump scare, but I like to use the invisibility band to avoid the jump scare. So
Snippety, snippety, snap!
she doesn't know where we are. What? That camera. Okay, we're good. So we're getting the next symbol over here. It's once again on the side. I think it's the N symbol. Crest, my bad, not symbols. So you could hear, I think that's Scissor Woman in the background entering the area. She doesn't know that we're here, but for some reason she enters because we're in a hidden area towards the side there. I guess she has her instincts that she knows where we are. Alright, so I gotta deal with Scissor Woman one last time here.
I'll kill you!
No! That camera angle always throws me off. Alright, we're good. So now I gotta go place the crest all the way over here. That will unlock a hidden door that we can go through. We're still getting chased by Scissor Woman for a bit, but she won't catch up with us. As soon as we enter these doors over here, she'll despawn, and we won't see Scissor Man or Scissor Woman until we have to fight them. Alright, we're good. We're not going to be chased by them anymore. So now we have to do a long, complicated puzzle. There's going to be another crest here we have to pick up. It's the D crest. For some reason, the letters spell and for some reason, or Dan. So projector's going to play, and we're going to see our dear friend Dennis being tortured by Scissor Man and Scissor Woman, and we have to go rescue him. First we have to turn this off, or hit this switch, which will reveal the pedestal to put the D crest into. Doing so unlocks an Iron Maiden that we can travel in, but it also activates these statues over here, which will be swinging axes. If Alyssa gets hit by one of these axes, it's game over. But we do have a sigil stone, so it'll protect us from getting the game over once. So first I have to go over here and unlock a door. What I'm doing is I'm clearing a pathway for Alyssa to run through. That's the whole point of this area. Now I gotta go run through these statues. I might get hit here. Okay, I didn't. So we still have our sigil stone, which is good. I gotta go run through these statues 2 times at minimum. So now I'm going to pull this switch here, or Alyssa can just stare at it. And that will open up a pathway that we have to run through. So as soon as we run through this pathway, well, first we have to open up this door and then finish running through. We're going to enter the area where Scissor Man and Scissor Woman are holding Dennis, but they knock us out of the area and we have to come back to rescue him again. So she's going to be under some rubble. Yeah. So now we have to make our way back up. We have to unlock a hidden passageway here by looking at these drawings. And this bookcase will move like something out of Scooby-Doo. This is going to take us back to where that projector was playing that movie of Dennis being tortured. Alyssa gets blinded by the player there. So now I gotta go run through these these suits of armors again. I shouldn't get hit here. Alright, I'm good. They're on a global timer, so I think they're on a global timer. So now I have to run through this section again. This time, if I hesitate at all or if I'm too slow, I have to go back up and go through those suits of armor again. So I have to make sure I don't get caught on anything, or else I'll be locked out here, which I didn't get caught on anything, so I'm good. Alright, so now we're gonna go fight Scissor Man and Scissor Woman. Scissor Woman's up first. She's didn't kill as much as Scissor Man did, so she has a smaller health bar. We're gonna be using our special arrows on her for the first time. She has 22 victims. So what I like to do is I like to snipe her. The auto aim ability of Alyssa is turned off for this fight, so you have to align Alyssa up the right position. Oh god. Yeah, this is bad. Alright, that's fine. So we used 2 repellent arrows there to 2-shot her. Scissor Woman's a pushover for the most part. Scissor Man's a little challenging. He can be kind of trolly. But I still don't have a right setup for this fight. I think I'm going to move Alyssa back a little first. You want to open up this fight with a repellent arrow, so that's going to stun him. So you should be able to get a level 6 chain off on him.
Let me go!
So Alyssa... That's fine, getting hit by him. Alright, I don't think that's going to be enough to finish him off. But that was a really good start, so I'll take it. I don't want to use any more special arrows. The special arrows are going to be used for the final boss.
Let me go!
Wow, that was a really good fight. It's the best Scissor Man fight I've had. So now we're in the final area of this game. We're back in the clock tower castle area. We have to ascend up. We have to do a little puzzle before we reach the final boss fight of this game. So Alyssa's gonna get teleported upwards. Now we have to crawl through the gear shifts and whatnot, the gears of the clock tower. And reach a certain area. We have to go all the way towards the top. So. One more time. Ah, that camera angle threw me off. Alright, so usually I pick up this repellent arrow over here, but I really don't need it, so it's just a time waster. During a marathon run, I'd pick it up just to have it, but I don't need it, so. We gotta hit 2 switches here. I hit the first one. The second one will raise the ladder here, so I can go up. And now we have to do some basic platforming here. We want to go with the flow of the gears, so you don't want to run against them. Alright. So now it's time for the final boss fight. The final boss fight's really difficult. You have to have really good reaction time to counter his attacks. He fights just like Alyssa does. He sends out waves of attacks, and if he gets 3 chains on you, it's game over. So I might be a little quiet here, but I'll try to explain what I'm doing. First area is really easy. So as soon as he does that attack, as soon as I hear the audio cue, I get ready to counterattack and get a level 5 or a level 6 charge in. That laugh will help me get a level 6 in. That's a level 5. I'll be able to get 6 in. Alright, I got him. So in total, I want to do 3 special attacks here on him. The first 2 are really easy to pull off, so I'll do enough damage to him. He has 2 health bars, by the way. That's what makes this difficult. He's going to enter phase 2 of the fight, where he's going to have a new attack. He's going to summon a pool of jello, blood jello, which will immobilize Alyssa if she gets caught in on it. He'll say, "There's no escape."
There's no
There it is. So I want to totally avoid that.
There's no escape. There's no escape! There's no escape! There's no escape!
Alright, I got him. So there's the second attack. Pretty easy. The third attack, or the third phase, he gains a new attack where he'll charge up and break all the chains that I have on him. But if I get a level 5 or a level 6 shot in on him, I can prevent him from breaking that, so... It's really difficult to get to chain him up here. I'll see if I can do it.
There's no escape! Ready to give up.
Oh wow, he taunted, so that was nice.
There's no escape!
There he is. He's gonna try and break him. I can
How
stop
dare
him.
you! There's no escape!
That's not good.
How dare you! There's no
So,
escape!
that's bad. He broke his chains. All because I got caught there.
There's no escape! There's no escape! How dare you! There's no... How dare you! There's no escape!
That should be it. I guess I got one more to do on him. Ah, darn it. He just broke it. Like I said, it's really difficult to try and keep the chains on him.
How dare you! There's no escape!
It's kind of late there.
How dare you! There's no escape!
I might get caught in this. Nope, I'm good.
There's no escape! How dare you! There's no escape!
Wow, okay, apparently I was not chaining him up.
Now.
So this final boss fight's going really badly. I mean, I'm not close to dying, but I'm not doing what I need to do to finish him off.
How dare you! There's no escape! How dare you! There's no escape! There's no escape! There's no escape!
Oh wait, I don't split there. Oops. So this is the end. I didn't get off the third attack, but that's fine. So, all I gotta do is just avoid him, go down here, and split as soon as we see the router screen. Oops, that's early. There we go. Wait, what? What? Hold on. Wait, what? According to this, I have world record? What? No. What am I comparing against? Oh my god. I was comparing against my best segments for what? All of the run? I just got world record. Oh my god. I did not know that. I saw plus 30. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I guess this is submission video is also my world record video. Wow, I was playing really well. No way, I was playing really well. Oh my, I choked the final boss fight. This would have been what, a 123? Oh my, oh thanks for the 2000 bits, no. Anyway, I should probably end this submission video. I'm so sorry. So that's Clock Tower 3. I'm sorry I didn't demonstrate really owning the final boss there, but hope you take this into consideration. It's a really good survival horror speedrun game, despite it being like an hour and 30 minutes, 90 minutes long. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.